Good morning to everyone. Good morning, members. My name is Jarina Marina. Welcome to the Crypto Ambassadors Zoom meeting. It is a lovely day here in Uganda, Entebbe, and I would like to welcome everyone on this call. We are going to start our call. Immediately, we have numbers on the call, and I would like to encourage everyone to go ahead and share the link. Are you here? If you were a new member, that's okay. But if you have brought someone in the team, if you have shared your link and someone bought a robot, you need to invite that person to come for this call. It is very, very important that we come with our team members on the call. So I would like to start by asking you to share that link in the group that you are in, or to any of the members that have a robot and they need to know how to use that robot. If I'm loud and clear, if someone can hear me, please go in the chat and type a 1. Type for me a 1 if you can hear me. Am I loud and clear? Can someone hear me? Yes. Okay, I'm loud and clear. So welcome on the call. It's a lovely day, sunny day here in Uganda, Entebbe. My name is Jarina Marina, and I am going to be a co-host today. Please share the link so that we can quickly get the numbers and be able to start as soon as possible. Share the link to your downlines, in their inboxes. You can give them a call so that they can be on this call. When you do that and they attend and they get to know how to use their robots, how to set the trades, it eases your work. And of course, remember, you earn, because when they win, you win. When they make profits, you make profits. When they know what to do, your wallet is happy. So let's share the link. And as well, let us know where you are learning from. Where are you? Which country are you? Myself, I'm in Uganda, Entebbe, and I'm glad to be on this call. Our leaders will be present. We have already done one. We finished the technical analysis meeting, and right now we are into the other meeting that starts at 10. We are already 10 minutes late. As we share the link, could you kindly type in the chat and let us know where you are watching from, where you are learning from? Would like to know. I would like to see those who have come in. Where are you? Which country are you? Which people are early in them? Yes, we can see Tanzania is already in the house. Sla from Tanzania, karibu sana. Raymond from Ghana, you're welcome. Ghana is in the house. Tell us, where are you learning from as you share the link? Leader Amos is already here from Saudi Arabia. Leader Amos, you're most welcome. Hatim is ready to learn from Ginger. Welcome, Hatim. I believe you have friends who you have brought into the business. Share the link with them, Hatim. Kelly Jessica from Abu Dhabi. Wow, wonderful, Kelly. You're welcome, Kelly, from Abu Dhabi. That is my second home, Abu Dhabi. I love it with all my heart. 8 years I'm there. Kelly, bring your people to the call. Bring all the Abu Dhabi people to the call. Paul from Chireka. Yes, Seru Paul from Chireka. Welcome. Share the link. Popo Jeannie, Popo New Jeannie, you're welcome. Joe, you're welcome on the call. Send the link to your friends. Let us grow the numbers quickly so that we can let our leader start the presentation. We're only 28. We are only 28 on the call. It is important that we get at least half of the number of the people you have invited into your teams to be on this call. It is very, very important because this information, once you have it, it saves the time. It saves you going to your leader all the time, requesting your leader to set for you the trade. You can, once you get to know this information, you can go and set the trade by yourself. It means you will make money and you will be able to help your other members into the system. I'm not seeing the numbers grow, ladies and gentlemen. Let's share the link. Let's share the link before I can invite our leader to come and take us over on the strategy that we are going to learn today. Yes, at least we are 30. We need to go up to 50. We need to go up to 50. Let's share the link. I'm also sharing the link here. I'm also sharing the link to other people. I'm sharing the link to other people. I'm sharing the link. As others, let me know where you are tuning in from. Which country are you representing? Which country are you spreading the gospel of crypto ambassadors? I only see Tanzania in the house, Ghana and Saudi Arabia. Where are all the others? Uganda and Popo Jeannie. Please, as you come in, let me know where you are listening in from. Where you are listening in from. Myself, I'm in Entebbe, Uganda, and I'm glad to be a part of Crypto Ambassadors. It is one of the fastest growing teams in the world today, and it has got very good and committed leaders who are here to give us their best every single day. It doesn't matter where you are, the leaders get to you on the Zoom call and you can be able to learn every day. Zambia is in the house. Yes, Leader Samuel, you're welcome. Leader Samuel, you're welcome. Good day to you all, straight from London, UK. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you, Marcus. Let me hope everyone, you have your pen and paper, notebook, your computer, where you're going to be taking notes, because these are very important. It's very important for you to take some notes. Yes, we are almost there, only 43. Let's share the link, ladies and gentlemen. Send that link. Send that link to the person. In the next 1 minute, I'll be inviting our leader, Coach Mopiiwa, to take us through the training today. Coach Mopiiwa, please send me a signal once you are ready to start the presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll take the time. In the next 1 minute, I'll take the chance to let you know that our boot camp is still on and people are paying. It was extended to end of October. So if you have not paid your slot, please pay for your ticket so that you can be able to join us in that event. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, without wasting any more time, I would like to invite our leader, Coach Mo, our coach, to take us through our teaching today about the super bye-bye poverty. Leader Coach Mopiiwa, over to you.
All right. Okay. Good morning, team. Good morning, my co-host. Yes, thank you for the wonderful work that you're doing. We really appreciate in Crypto Ambassadors. Yes, we are a fast and moving team. Yes. So let me greet Crypto Ambassadors family, wherever you are joining us from. It's a morning side where I am in Johannesburg. So let me say good morning to you all. Yes, and allow me to say as well, good evening, good afternoon, because I know that the Crypto Ambassadors family is all over planet Earth. Yes, from all the four corners of the world. So greetings to you, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us. We are live, and today is a Wednesday. We normally do training on Wednesdays. Coach Julius is going to come at evening with another piece of training. Yes, but this morning we are going to do some trade settings on our board on a different. So I believe that your pen and paper is ready. Yes, make sure that you've got your pen with you. You need to do some writing. If you see something that you needed to add to your notes, yes, make sure you've got your pen with you. All right, yes, and also make sure that you've got your book. Yes, you must have a book. You must have a book. I do have mine here. All right, I do have my book here. Okay, yeah, so make sure that you've got the writing materials. Okay, you've got writing materials. It's very important. It's a training. What you are training in today, you are going to impart it to your team members. If you are a team builder, a business builder, you need to have some notes. Okay, yes, you're gonna need to have some notes. One day you will be doing the training to your team. So it started from here. So make sure that you have the right mindset to learn. Okay, yes, your mind is open to receive, to learn something new. Okay, yes. So let's get started. Let's get started. Who is ready? Who is ready? Before I start sharing my screen, let me see who is ready to learn the super bye-bye poverty strategy. The super bye-bye poverty strategy. Yes. We are preparing for something huge, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes when we come here and do the same thing all and all over again, some they will get, should I say, annoyed? Some they will get like, I thought he's going to say something different. I thought today we are going to learn a different strategy. But you need to understand that each and every day we do have new business partners that are joining us in Royal Q. Yes, and crypto ambassadors. So we need also to train them. They need to prepare themselves for what is coming. Do you know what is coming? Can someone tell me what is coming? Can someone tell me what is coming? Can somebody tell me what is coming? And it is so huge. What is coming, ladies and gentlemen? Why do we come here every single day? What are we preparing for? What are we preparing for? History will repeat itself. Yes, that's Julia. Thank you so much. History is about to repeat itself. Yes, history is about to repeat itself. So you needed to know different strategies. that you are going to apply. Yes, you need to know different strategies that you're gonna use to trade. Okay, yes, because ladies and gentlemen, everybody will be busy. Okay, everybody will be busy. Those that comes to our inboxes and then we respond immediately, I don't know if it's gonna be the same. Okay, I don't know if it's gonna be the same. When you come to our inbox, maybe you'll be responding an hour later, and that time you have missed a lot. You're asking something and the leader probably is not there. Yes, so this is the time we're preparing you for that, for that time. Yes, we're gonna also be busy with our robots. We're not gonna be busy here training you guys, okay? I'm joking. Training will continue as usual, but I'm saying it's better to be equipped, okay? It's better to be well equipped on your own so that you don't become a problem to the team. Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't become a problem to the team when you are well equipped, okay? Yeah. So we are looking at a super buy poverty strategy. It is one of the best strategies that we are using in trading, but we are focusing at a big amount of capital. All right. Yes, not a big, but a good amount of capital. Let me use the word good, not big, because there is big capital. All right. But we are looking at a very good amount of trading capital to be put in one single trade. Okay. Yes, a very good amount of trading capital in one single trade. That's what we are focusing on when it comes to the super buy poverty. We are talking about saying bye to poverty. So when we are saying bye to poverty, it means we are looking at a chunk of a take profit. When the trade is closed, yes, probably we are looking at coming out with a $50 profit, okay? $30 profit. That's what we are looking at. So we want to put a very good amount of capital in one single trade so that when we collect the 3%, remember we are compounding with the 3%, 300x, right? So that's our target. I'm saying we do have different types of strategies. We do have the bull run strategy. Okay, there is also the super bull run strategy. We do have the start small, win big strategy. All right, and this one is the super buy poverty, and there is the buy poverty strategy. But today we are looking at the super. Okay, so to those that are having small amount of capital, we do have strategies. Don't worry. Okay, right. So let's get into our super buy poverty. I think today I'm going to use a different approach, right? I'm going to do the settings first, then I'm going to come and then explain the terminologies, right? We're going to do the settings first, and then I will come back and do the terminologies so that those that are new, they are able to understand when they are putting in the numbers whenever they are setting their bot. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, I'm going to use my other gadget here to share the screen. When you see my screen, when you are able to see screen sharing, please give me a 1 in the chat. If you are able to see screen sharing, give me a 1 in the chat. If you can see my screen, give me a 1 in the chat. If you are able to see screen sharing, give me a 1 in the chat. Okay, all right. So I'm going to open my Royal Q bot. Okay, let me switch off my video so that people can concentrate. All right, let me switch off the video so that you can concentrate on the trade settings. All right, so let's get into it. I'm tapping on my Royal Q bot. I'm tapping on my Royal Q bot. All right. So we're gonna come here. When you come to the home page of Royal Q, you are going to see that there is this section called the mine section, where you log in and log out. Okay, this part here called the mine section. All right, so we're gonna come here together and create the super buy poverty strategy. So we tap on it. When we tap on it, what are we focusing? I want us to come here at this section called My Strategy Setting. Okay, My Strategy Setting. You tap on the Mine section, and then you come here and tap on the My Strategy Setting. Okay, when you tap on My Strategy Setting, you are going to find a page. All right, it's blank. If you don't have any strategy, it is going to be blank. It's gonna be an open page. Okay, it's gonna be a plain page without anything. And you're going to see the word add it now. You're gonna see the word add it now in blue. Okay, if you don't have any setting over here, you're going to see the word add it now. It is in blue. But if you are having strategies that are already saved, then it is going to look like mine over here. So what are you going to do? You are going to use the plus button. Can you see the plus button over here? Can you see the plus button over there? So you're gonna tap on the plus button, then you are going to add another strategy. There is this strategy, and there is this strategy that I created for myself. You can create up to 10 strategies on this page. RoyalQ is able to allow you to create up to 10 strategies, so that whenever you want to trade, you don't start from scratch to set that particular trade. You just apply the trade setting that you have already saved. Okay, if you are following, give me a 1 in the chat. If you are following, give me a 1 in the chat. If you are following, I want to see a 1 in the chat. If you are here with me and you are following, give me a 1 in the chat. Give me a 1 in the chat if you are following. All right. Okay. Now, let's tap on the plus sign so that we get started creating a new strategy. We want to add a new strategy to the ones that I'm having. If you don't have it, you tap on the plus, on the add it now. You're going to see add it now on your screen. You're gonna see add it now. So I'm tapping here on the plus sign here so that we add a new strategy. So I'm tap on it. When I tap on it, this page pops up. Okay, this page pops up immediately. So when you come on this page, I want to focus here. Can you see from the top? From the top, there is the risk type. Okay, there is the risk type. That should not catch your attention. Don't worry about the risk type. Okay, it's not worth it for now. All right, but what I want you to focus, start from the remark. Okay, start from the remark, which is optional. All right, so what are you going to put on remark? You can name the strategy. You can name the strategy under remark. So you can tap on remark. You are going to see this pane popping up. Can you see? The moment you tap on the remark, you're gonna see that pane dancing over there. All right, so you can give a name to your strategy. For example, if you are trading with $500, you want to create a $500 trade setting. You can say $500 trade setting. Okay, I'm just using that as an example. $500 trade setting. All right, $500 trade setting. All right, trade setting. You can write as that. Okay, trade setting. $500 trade setting. So that whenever you pick a signal, whenever you pick any coin to trade and you want to use 500 in that coin, then you just come here and pick this setting that is already made for you. All right, but today we are looking at a super buy poverty. So we are going to write super here. We're gonna write super buy poverty. Yes, super buy poverty. All right, that's the name of our strategy, super buy poverty strategy. All right, so we have given a name to our strategy under remark. All right. Now, the next step, we are not going to talk about our first buy-in amount. I'm going to tell you the reason why, but just leave that one over there, okay? Leave the first buy-in amount. I said today, we're gonna do the setting first, then I'm gonna come and explain what is the first buy-in amount, what is open position doubled, and all these that are here. But first, let's go and do the settings. Then we save and we learn how do we apply the strategy. Then I can come and do a little bit of definitions that are on this page. Okay, so here, when it comes to the super buy poverty, we normally trade with 5 margin calls. All right, we normally trade with 5 margin calls. Almost in all the strategies, we start with 5. Yes, sometimes we're gonna open more. If the market goes against us, we add more margin calls. But our starting point, it is 5 margin calls. So we are going to edit the 7. We are going to put 5 here. We are putting 5 margin calls. All right. Then here it is our take profit. Here it is our take profit. On the next one where the pen is dancing, it is our take profit. How much are we taking? Remember, we are compounding, right? 3%, 300 strategy. So our take profit is 3%. So we are going to put 3.01. I'm going to come and explain later when we have time, but just follow what I am showing you, what I am teaching you, especially when you are new. Okay? Yes, you're going to understand all these later, but what matters is you should know how to pick a trade. You should know how to say it. All right? That's what matters. So know what should be here, what should be. Let's come here on this whole position take profit callback, where the pen is currently writing. All right? Where the pen is currently writing. All right? So we are going to put here 0.01. Okay, I said I'm going to come and explain all these later, but you just need to know where should you put this, where should you put this. All right. Precious, there is no need to record this because we are live on YouTube. The training is live, okay? Meaning to say after this, you can go and watch. There is already a recording, so it's not necessary to record it, okay? Are you with me, Precious? We are live right now, meaning to say there is already a YouTube recording that you are going to watch later. So there is no need to ask for a recording. Okay, so there is our whole position take profit callback, which is 0.01. And we're gonna come here and do the buy-in callback, okay? The buy-in callback is also 0.01. Yes, the buy-in callback is 0.01. Then we're gonna come on this other part where we are looking at sub-position take profit callback. It is also 0.01. And then make sure that here, okay, here you are using what we call one shot, okay? On strategy period, make sure that you have already activated one shot here. Don't trade in a cycle, trade in one shot. So you are going to tap on the cycle and it will change to one shot. Okay? It will change to one shot. All right. So we have completed this page. I'm going to go to the next page. Before we go to the next page, have you taken some notes on this page or have you taken a screenshot what it should be like on this first page? What it should be like on this first page. If you have taken some notes, you are okay, and you are allowing me to go to the next page, give me a 3 in the chat. Give me a 3 in the chat if this is okay. I'm talking of this first page. It should be like this. If you are okay, if we are together, I'm going there to the margin cause, to the margin configuration. I'm gonna go there, but this should be the first page that you need to fill in. Is this page okay? Have you understood what should be here? Have you understood? All right. Now we're gonna go to the margin configuration. Okay. We're gonna go to the margin configuration. I said, I just want you to understand what should be here, what should be here. AI margin call, what. I'm gonna come and explain them later. I want you to know first, how do you say it? Okay? How do you say it? I want you to imagine if my network can cut right now, are you gonna be able to pick a trade with what I have taught? Okay? Can you pick a trade with what I have taught? If my network can cut right now, I'm just saying like that. Because if I'm going to explain every detail, I'm gonna leave you in suspense. So I'm saying, let's do the nitty-gritties first. Then after that, I'm gonna come and explain AI margin call limit, what is whole position take profit ratio, and all that. So be at peace. I want you to be at peace. Right. So let's come and do margin configuration. Okay, we are doing both parameters here. All right. So we're gonna come here. And then we are going to do margin configuration setting. But this first page, it is done. It should be like this. This first page, it should be like that. So let's go together under margin configuration. That's where now we are going to do our capital allocation. All right, we're gonna do our capital allocation on margin configuration. Let's go together. Right, now I'm tapping here on margin configuration. So when you tap on margin configuration, by default settings of the bot, you are going to find this. Normally, the robot is going to give you this type of a setting. All right, so there are two areas under margin configuration. The first area is what we call the margin code drop. All right, and the second part is what we call the multiple buy-in ratio. As I said already, we're gonna just do the setting. Then I'll come and explain what is margin code drop and what is multiple buy-in ratio, right? So don't worry. Okay, so according to the buy-buy poverty strategy, what is our margin code drops for buy-buy poverty strategy? I mean, super buy-buy. So we're gonna come here. We are going to edit all these. We're gonna edit them. All right. And we're gonna also edit this part. And then we are going to allocate our capital. Right. So let's get started on the margin code drop side. All right. On the first call, okay, the percentage that you need to put on the first call, it is 0.2. Okay, on the first call. While on the second call, you are going to follow that order like 0.3. All right. First call, 0.2. Second call, 0.3. What about third call? Third call, you are going to jump 4. Then you are going to put 0.5. Okay. From 0.3, you're going to jump a little bit, meaning to say you are jumping 0.4. Then you're going to come to 0.5. From 0.5, you're going to jump again. Then you're going to land on 1%. All right. And the last call, which is margin call number 5, you are going to put 1% as well. That is on the first part on under the margin call drop. This side over here. This is how it should be. This is how you need to set it up. I'm gonna come and break all in pieces. But right now, what you need to know is what can you put under here and what can you put here, right? That's the most important for now. So have you understand what you need to put under the margin code drop? If you have understood, give me a 2. If you have understood, give me a 2. Just the numbering of the percentages. Just the numbering of the percentages. What should you put under the margin call drop? Give me a 2 if you have understood. Give me a 2 if you have understood. All right. Okay. Now, before we do the multiple buy-in ratio, I want to say when it comes to the super buy poverty, our starting point when it comes to capital, we are looking at a capital of $1,000 and above. Did I shock you? No, I did not shock you, because I know there are people that are trading with a very good amount of capital. All right. So $1,000 is their first buy-in amount. I know people that are having a very good amount of capital. So we are looking at a capital from $1,000 and above for this strategy. Don't run away. If your capital is not yet here, don't run away, okay? Yes, don't run away, all right? Yes, so I'm saying if you are having very good amount of capital and you want to maximize profit, okay? Yes, this is a strategy for you, all right? So from $1,000 and above, that is our capital that we are going to allocate. This $1,000 is getting into one trade, okay? We are not splitting it to different trades, no. It is going into one single trade, this capital, right? So what is going to be our first buy-in amount if we are using $1,000 as a capital? So in super buy poverty, we say you need to expose 50% of your capital. When I say of your capital, I'm not talking about the overall trading capital that you are using to trade. No, I'm talking of the amount of capital you are allocating to this particular trade alone. Okay, so the 50% should be the amount of capital you are allocating to this trade alone. In this case, 1,000 is the capital for this trade. So we want to expose only 50% of our $1,000 capital. Are you following? Are you following? Because sometimes people, they mix things. When we say expose 50% of your trading capital, they will think that we are looking at the whole amount of capital that you are trading with in your Binance. No, we are talking about specific amount of capital you are allocating to that particular trade alone. Okay? When they say expose 15% of your capital, it does not mean the $10,000 that you are having. How much do you want to allocate to that trade alone? So when they say 15%, 20%, it means the amount of money you want to use to put in that trade alone. Thank you for understanding. So we are allocating 50% of $1,000. Can you help me to calculate? Can you help me to calculate what is 50% of $1,000? 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 Thank you so much. All right. So this is half of the amount. It means half of our trading capital. Okay? Half of our $1,000, which is 500. It is going to be our first buy-in amount. All right? Yes. Now we have found the first buy-in amount, which is $500. $500 is our first buy-in amount. Now, how much is left? If $500, the robot is going to take to the market first time when it enters, how much is left now as our remaining capital in this trade? How much is left? How much is left? How much is left? how much is left? How much? Thank you so much. So we are remaining with $500. Okay, so the $500, it is the one that the robot is going to use to buy our margin calls. Meaning to say, when the robot enters the first time with 500, and then the market goes down against us from where the robot has entered with 500, and the market started to go down, that's when the robot will start to buy the margin calls. I'm going to break that in pieces, right? So the $500 which is remaining, the robot will use to buy here, to buy here, to buy here, to buy here, and here when the market goes down. All right. Now, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. All right. Since we are remaining with $500, okay, and our first buy-in amount is $500. If the robot is going to buy with $500 as first buy-in amount on our margin calls, I'm simply saying, since 500 is our first buy-in amount, if we leave this as our first buy-in amount, then the robot want to buy here, and it want to buy here, and it want to buy here, it want to buy here. Is this 500 going to be enough? Is the 500 balance going to be enough for the 5 margin calls if 500 remains our first buy-in amount? It's not gonna be enough. So we are going to allocate, okay? We are going to change. What I'm trying to view in this is this. When your robot buys the first time with 500, you need to come and change this 500, and then you change it to $20. Okay, why 20? Why 20? It is because when it comes to multiple buy-in ratio, we are going to allow the robot to buy in 5 times each, 5 times on each level. Okay, according to the super buy by poverty, right? We want all the remaining 500 to get in. All right, we want the remaining 500 to get in, right? So it simply means that we are going to change the 500, which is our first buy-in amount. We're gonna change it to 20, okay? So meaning here, the robot is going to buy 5 times 20, all right? Here also is gonna buy 5 times 20, all right? So you're going to find out that the total amount from level 1 to level 5, the robot will use the remaining 500. It will put all of it in the market. That is if the market is gonna go down. That is if the market is going to drop. So this is our setting on this side of multiple buy-in ratio. This side here, multiple buy-in ratio, it should be like this. If you have understood this, give me a 1 in the chat. I said I'm coming back. I'm coming back to break all this into pieces if time allows us. But I want us to know what should you put here, what should you put here, what should you put here, so that you can start your robot. Okay? So that you can start your robot. All right? The other definitions, okay? Yes. The other definitions, you're going to learn them later. What do they mean when they say margin call drop? What do they mean when they say multiple buy-in ratio? So we're going to come back to that. Right. So let's save our strategy. We are going to tap sure here so that we save this. Okay? We save this. So I'm tapping sure. Then we have done margin configuration. Okay? We have done margin configuration. Right. So I said here, we are going to leave it like that. Okay, we are going to leave it like that. All right, we are not going to change the first buying amount. We're gonna change it when we are picking the trade. Okay, we're gonna change it when we are picking the trade. If we are going to edit here right now, when we are picking the trade, you're gonna discover that this number is going to change again. For example, I am putting the 500 here. I want you to be my witness. I want you to be my witness, right? Yes, I want you to be my witness. We are putting our first buying amount now to be 500. Let's save this strategy. But don't forget this. I'm going to ask you a question. Don't forget this, what we have put here. I'm going to ask you a question when we are picking a trade. Now we want to save. We're going to tap save, and then we save this strategy here, right? So we are saving it. I hope it does not happen like last week. Last week we have a network problem. Okay, it says check your network. Let me try it again. Okay, so it is saved now. Here is the strategy. It is right here. Can you see this one? Can you see this strategy? That's the one. Okay, that's the one. That's the one with the 500 first buying amount. Okay, but for you to notice it, look at the name which is given to it. It is called the Super Buy Poverty Strategy. Right. So we have saved this strategy. Now let's get out of here. Let's go back to the home page. We are going back to the home page, right? Now we are coming back home. Here is home. We are back home, right? Now we want to pick a coin here that we are going to use that strategy we have saved. We apply it in this trade, right? So let's assume that we want to pick this coin, which is in high negative, this one over here. Let's say a signal has been given, and the name of that signal is this coin. Okay? We want to pick that one, and then we want to use that strategy we have saved in this coin. How do we go about it? Now, let's go. Are you ready? Are you ready? If you are ready, give me a yes in the chat. If you are ready, give me a yes in the chat. We want to go and collect that setting. We want to apply it here in this trade without starting all over. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So I'm tapping on the coin. All right. I'm tapping on the coin. All right. So when you the coin, normally it's going to give you this risk reminder, which is a warning. You just say, I understand. Okay. You just tap, I understand. Right. So the next step is that you're going to follow this order. Okay. You're going to tap create here. Now you are creating the signal now. Okay. You are setting up the trade. Okay. So we're going to tap on create. When you tap on create, we normally use the martingale what? The martingale bot. This one here. Okay. We use the martingale bot. So you're going to tap on the martingale and it is going to highlight like that. Can you see? It normally highlights. When you tap on the martingale, it's going to highlight. After highlighting, then you tap on create again. You proceed with create. Right? Here we go. We tap create. Right. Now, when you tap create, this is going to be the next page after tapping create. All right. So what is your focus on this page? Your focus on this page is on the last next. Okay. The next. I don't know if the English is Englishing there. When I say the next. All right. Okay. So why are we focusing on the next? Why are we focusing on the next? Because we are creating our own strategy. Can you see this message here? What does it say? It says, feel free to create your own strategy. Because in creating your own strategy, there is more flexibility. Okay? So we are feeling free here to create our own strategy. That's why we are tapping the next. But if you decided to choose this one, can you see? It says automatic sync strategy. Automatic sync strategy. It means you are going to follow the settings that are provided automatically here. Okay? So here you don't have freedom. You don't have freedom to create your own. You are choosing someone's setting, recommendations of somebody's setting. That's why here it says choose a cycle owner to sync strategy. Do you understand? If you are going to tap here, you are choosing a cycle owner. But here, we are creating our own strategy here. We are creating our own strategy. All right? We are creating our own strategy. Where did I tap now? Okay, we are creating our own strategy here. Right. So let's go. Let's tap on the next. There we go. Okay. Now the coin has opened up. The coin has opened up. Now, for us to be able to put the percentage, the what, the numbers, the what do we need to do when we arrive here? We need to tap here at the bottom corner left. Bottom corner left, there is the word trade setting. Remember, we want to do trade what? Settings. We want to give settings to this trade. So you tap on trade setting. Okay? Yes. Emmanuel Sekimpi, please stop writing on my screen. All right. So we tap on trade setting. When you tap on trade setting, you are going to arrive at this page. When you tap on trade setting, you're going to get to this page only if you are trading that coin for the very first time. But if you have once traded that coin, when you tap, you are going to land straight on manual create. You're going to land on manual create if you did trade this coin before. But if you are doing it for the first time, meaning you have never traded this coin before, right? That's why it is showing you these two areas, the smart create and then the manually create. Where is our focus? Our focus is on the manually what? On the manually create. Why? Because we want to trade our own. Someone is helping. Please stop. Please stop helping me. Please stop helping me. Someone is helping me here. Please stop doing that. Okay, stop doing that. All right, so we are tapping on manual create. Manual create. Here we are now. So this is the page where we are going to put in the numbers, the percentage, whatever is needed to fill in. All right. But here we are not going to waste time because we have created our what? Our strategy. We just need to apply it. We just need to do what? To apply that strategy. So this is the place where we are going to find a way to get to our strategy. All right? Yes. If you are in the other town and you want to get to the other town, there is a route that you want to use. Probably there are many routes, but you just want to choose one, right? But here, there is only one way to get to our strategy. Now, I want you to give me close attention. From here, where do you go? You don't need to start editing all these things here. You don't need to start from scratch. Editing here, editing here, editing here, editing here. No, you are wasting time. So what do you need to do? Please tap here. Tap there. Choose a strategy what? Setting. Where are you choosing the strategy setting? From my strategy setting that you have created. Are you following? So here is the place. Under my template, choose strategy setting. Did you see it? Give me a 1 if you have seen choose a strategy setting. Give me a 1 if you have seen choose a strategy setting. Give me a 1. Give me a 1 if you have seen choose a strategy setting. choose a strategy setting. If you have seen it, please give me a 1. Because if you don't see this, you're not gonna land to your strategy setting. You're not gonna go there manually and use it. You need to come from here. You need to come from here. Right. Thank you so much. So let's tap on choose a strategy setting. All right. So when you tap on choose a strategy setting, what is going to happen? Then it takes you here. Do you remember here? Do you remember this page? Yes. My strategy setting, where you have saved your what? Your strategy. So here you are coming to pick the super buy poverty settings. These ones. This is what you're going to pick here. You can have filled up this page with the settings, but you are looking for only one strategy to apply. So you want the super buy poverty what? Strategy setting. So you tap on it. You just tap anywhere here. Anywhere, somewhere here. You just tap somewhere here. It is gonna open. All right? You just tap anywhere around here. This strategy will open up. Then let's tap on it. I'm tapping on the strategy. Can you see? Can you see? It has opened up. Okay? It has opened up and it is applied in the coin we have chosen. Right? So I want you to check. What did we put here? What did we put here when we were saving the strategy? What did we put here, if you remember? Give me an answer. What did we put here, if you remember? I told you. What did we put there? It was 500. Is it still there? Did it come with it? Did it come with it? It did not come. That's why I said don't waste your time putting your first buying amount, because you're gonna still edit it when you are starting the strategy. Innocent, you did not understand, but I will make you understand. That's why I said don't edit the first buying amount, leave it like that. You're gonna only edit it when you are starting the trade. All right? Yes, so don't waste time next time. So what you need to change here, okay, the only things that you need to change, all right, everything here, it is the same, okay? If you tap here, can you see our take profit is still the same? This one is still the same. This one is still the same, okay? When you tap on margin configuration here, when you tap on margin configuration, you will see that the settings are still the same. Can you see? Can you see the settings are still the same, right? The only thing that you're gonna edit is that you're going to edit your first buy-in amount. You're gonna edit your first buy-in amount, and also you're going to edit the strategy mode here, which is this side. All right, these are the two things that you're going to edit. These are the two things that you're gonna what? You're gonna edit before you start your trade. Okay, so what is the strategy mode that you need to choose? You need to put it in sub-bin mode. You choose this one. Okay, you choose sub-bin mode. So you tap on sub-bin. Then it is applied. Right? It is applied. Now you are remaining to change first buy-in amount. Then you're gonna tap first buy-in amount. You change it to 500. All right, you change it to 500. Then after that, you're gonna click save. You're gonna click save. All right, so here you can tap activate to start this trade. You can tap what? Activate to start this trade, right? For example, when I tap activate, it is going to ask me this. I understand. Okay, then I can create here. The next now, if I tap this last create, it means my bot is going to buy with $500 first time. It is going to put in $500 first time. Okay. All right. I'm going to come there about the preset. I'm going to come there about the preset. So if you are picking a current price signal that does not have preset price, it means my robot is going to put in $500. Okay. But if there is a preset price, all right, I'm canceling this. If there is a preset price, then I will tap here. I will put in the first preset buy-in price. I will tap there. Okay, I will tap there. For example, can you see this is our current price? That is our current price. So if a preset price has been given, let's say it is 0.066, all right, 60. Okay, that is our preset price. So we can put in this to be our first preset buy-in price. So I'm gonna tap here and then put in the preset price. I will write here 0.06660. Am I correct? Right? So I'm going to save this. Can you see now? This is our first preset buy-in price. So the moment I click activate and then I create, it means the robot will be watching this price to come down to this price. Then it will buy. If this price does not drop to this price, my robot is not going to buy. Osbert, relax. Osbert, relax. Relax. Probably you have joined us late. So relax. We know that our capital is not going to be enough using $500, but relax. Okay. So this is presetting now. I'm on presetting. If a signal comes with a preset price and you are using super high poverty strategy, so you're going to put in your preset price here. Is this understood? Is this understood? Is this understood? Give me a yes if this is understood. Give me a yes. If this is understood, give me a yes. Where do you put your preset buy-in price that is given in the signal? All right. So can you see this price here, these last two numbers? Can you see these last two numbers? They needed to drop to these ones so that our robot can buy. Okay. So this price should come down to this one. Then our robot will first buy. Now, after the robot has bought with this, our first buy-in amount, when the robot has bought with $500, then we are going to come here again. We tap on trade setting. When you are choosing, when you are changing, okay, when you are changing first buy-in amount, okay, to change it, make sure I did not talk anything about AI. I didn't speak anything about AI, meaning to say, what I did not talk about, it should remain the same. I didn't talk about the AI margin call because someone is asking, should the AI margin call be on or off? I did not talk about it. So it means it should remain the way it is. Is it on or is it off in my setting? Give me an answer. Is my AI margin call on or off? Give me an answer. Is it on or off? My AI margin call. Is it on or off? It is on. So I'm simply saying it should be on. That's why I did not speak about it. I say just follow this then we're gonna come to them and we're gonna talk them one by one. But first understand, what should you do first? Because if you don't understand this, you cannot pick a trade. All right? So get the settings first, and then you're gonna understand the remaining later. So I'm saying after it has bought with 500, then you come and tap on trade setting. When the robot has bought with 500, you are going to receive a message. You're gonna see a bell, okay? You are going to see a bell on the coin. For example, I'm going to show you. But first, let's edit this. Let's come back here and edit our 500, imagining, or we are assuming that the robot has bought with 500. Now, we want the bot to use the other setting that are here. Then we come on trade setting, we edit the 500, then we put $20 so that it suits what we have put here. Do you remember what we put here? Under multiple buy-in ratio, we were putting 5, 5, 5, 5. All right? So when the robot is buying these ones, it is no longer going to use 500. It is going to use $20. As a result, our capital is sufficient for this margin cost. Innocent, now are you okay? Innocent was worried, saying the capital is not going to be enough. Someone was worried that the capital is not going to be enough. So are you at peace now? I think it was Innocent. Are you at peace now? We have edited our first buying amount from 500. We are going to put $20 here, so that when the robot buys the margin calls, it is no longer going to use 500, it will use 20. It's gonna use 20. Then after that, we save. We tap save so that this robot can capture the changing of the 500 to 20. If it does not capture this, it's gonna still use the 500. Okay? It's gonna still use the 500. If it does not capture this change of 20, it's gonna continue buying the 500. So we save so that it capture the new settings. You make sure that it saves. If it fails to save first time because of network, try it again until it takes the new setting or the new change you have made, right? Because sometimes it will buffle and buffle and buffle, but it doesn't keep, it doesn't save. So what you need to do is that you still change, okay? So it has picked. Can you see it has picked the new change here? Oh my goodness. Okay, let me go back to it. It has picked the new change, right? It has picked the new change. It has picked the new change here. Can you see now? Our first buying amount is 20. All right? Our preset price is still there. Okay? Our preset price is still there. The price here did not drop yet to this one if we were to use the preset price setting. Right. So here we are. Here we are. Is this clear? Is this clear? Before now I start explaining, these terminologies, now we are done. If we are to use super buy poverty, now we are done. All right, now we are done. Once the robot buys, okay, someone was asking, where do I see that my robot has bought? So let me come back here on the home page. Can you see here there is a bell? Okay, can you see here there is a bell here? All right, so you are going to see this. When you have activated the trade, first of all, come and tap on come and tap on strategy here. Come and tap on what? On strategy. When you tap on strategy, if there is any coin that is active, it appears under strategy. If there is any coin that is active, it's gonna appear under strategy. Can you see I've got coins there? Can you see I have got coins there? Can you see? So once the trade is activated, it's gonna come on the list of the coins that you are trading under strategy. Now, you are going to see that here, there is a bell here, a notification bell. For you to confirm that the trade has been activated, when you tap it, you are going to see that there is a message under order message here, under order message. You are going to see these messages of buying and selling. So you will see that the bot has made a purchase. Okay? You are going to see a message like this one that tells you that there is a new buy. It means the bot has what? Has made a purchase. And immediately the coin will reflect here on the strategy. The coin will be appearing among the coins on this page. So what do? You come and tap on the coin. You're gonna tap, for example, if the coin is this one, it has made the first purchase with 500. Then you're gonna come and tap on it. You tap on it like this. Okay? You tap on it like that. It's opening. Though my network is not good enough, but it's opening. All right? It's opening. Let me try it again. Let me try it again. I tap on the coin. Okay, my network is not good enough. But I wanted you to see that you needed now your first buy-in amount. All right? You needed to change your first buy-in amount. You tap on trade setting, then you tap on first buy-in amount, you change, you edit the first buy-in amount. All right? So that's how you are going to change that. Still not opening. Okay, I don't want to waste much time there, but I think you are able to understand me. Okay, how do you change your first buy-in amount and put in the new first buy-in amount to suit your capital or the balance which is remaining? Okay. Now, let me come and explain these terminologies, the minutes that we are left with. Let me come and explain these terminologies. I'm going to our setting. I'm gonna come to our setting here. Okay, the super buy poverty setting. Are we still friends? Are we still friends? I'm gonna take extra 10 minutes. I will take extra 10 minutes. It's 20 past, right? So 1/2 I want to finish. I want to do these terminologies here. But now you have understood how the setting should be like. Okay. Allow me to finish. Allow me to finish. There are people that are asking questions. I'm not going to answer the questions because I'm still teaching. Once I'm done, then come, let's answer the questions. Because if you ask your question now, I'm not going to be able to respond. It means I have to leave what I am explaining and then I attend to your question. Okay? Yes. Now we are going to be enemies of poverty. So let me explain this, then I'm going to come and answer your questions. Feel free to ask me questions, but not now. Okay, so let's come here. I said I'm going to explain all this. Now, first buy-in amount. It is the amount of money that you are instructing your robot to use whenever it goes to the market to buy. Let's say that you want your robot to buy 50 times. Okay? Whenever it goes to the market to buy these 50 times, how much money should it use every time it buys? That's what we call first buy-in amount. If you have understood this, give me a 1. First buy-in amount, the amount of money you are instructing your robot to use whenever it goes to buy. That is the first buy-in amount. Okay? Now, open position doubled. When you own this button, you are telling your bot, whenever you go to the market to buy with $500 as first buying amount, please double the amount. Double the what? The amount. That's what you are saying to your robot. If you happen to own this button, you are telling your robot, every time you go to the market to buy with the first buy-in amount, please double it. So if you put 500 here, it means it's going to double it. It's going to be 1,000. It is going to buy with 1,000. Are we together? So don't own this button if you don't have enough capital. Don't own it if you don't have enough capital. The robot will swallow your money first time. All your capital, boom. Are we together? So that's what it means. That's what it means, open position doubled. I said I'm going to answer your questions, guys. If you ask me questions now, I'm not going to answer them. I'm still explaining. I'm still explaining. If you don't understand, then you're going to ask me questions. But let me explain first. I will give you time. Right. So let's come to margin call limit. Margin call limit, it is the number of times that you want your robot to go to the market and buy for you. That's what we call margin call limit. So it means here, my robot is going to go to the market 5 times. Once it has done buying 5 times, it is not going to buy. It is not going to what? To buy. It will never disrespect my instructions. If the market drops to favor in buying these 5 times, once it will write that it has completed the number of margin calls that I instructed to buy. So margin call limit, it is the number of times you want your robot to go to buy. I'm coming there. Gordon, I'm coming there. I am coming there. Okay? I am coming there. Now, I could not explain AI margin call if I don't explain what is margin call limit. Okay? Now, let's address AI margin call. When you switch on the AI margin call, okay, first of all, AI, it means artificial intelligence. Okay? AI, it means artificial what? Intelligence. Now, when the robot is buying your margin calls, it's either you can employ the artificial intelligence to do the buying of the margin calls. The robot has got artificial intelligence in it. So if you want your robot to use artificial intelligence to buy this number of margin calls, then you can own this. Then you can own this. But if you don't own the AI margin call, it means the robot is going to follow what you have put here on margin configuration here. Let me open it so that I explain while I am there. When your AI margin call is on, when the market drops by 0.2, where you have told your robot that when it drops by 0.2, please buy. Okay? Now, when AI is on, and this has happened, it is the AI, the artificial intelligence, that will decide. That will decide, should we buy here, or it is not the right position to buy. So you are going to discover that when your AI is on, the buying of the margin calls is delayed. Are you following? So if you don't switch on the AI, it means when the market drops by 0.2, the robot does not waste time. It will buy here. When the market drops by 0.3, the robot doesn't waste time. It will make a buy. The price drops again by 0.5. The robot does not wait for anything. It will buy because the AI is not in control. But when the AI is in control, when this happens, this AI looks into it. It assesses it. Should we buy here? Is this the right position to buy? If it is not the right position to buy, you will see that your return rate is going to go to negative 1%. It will go to negative 1%, yet here, the margin call drop says 0.2. But the robot did not buy. Why? This guy is in control. That's why I'm saying when you own AI, the buying of your margin calls is delayed. The buying of the margin calls is delayed. Is this clear, guys? Is this clear on the AI margin call? When you switch on the AI, what are you saying to the robot? Okay? What are you saying to the robot? So do not complain. Do not complain when you switch on the AI. When you switch on the AI, and then the buying of your margin calls is slow. It is because it is artificial intelligence monitoring it. So it is not going to follow this. The AI is not going to follow this. This is only followed when this guy is off. Yes. So you are telling the AI, please manage my margin calls. That's what you are saying. When you own AI, you are telling the buying of the margin calls, you are giving the buying of the margin calls in the hands of artificial intelligence. It is not going to follow this. Right? So what does AI help you? The AI helps you if the coin is dropping too much. Have you ever seen a coin that drops very fast? Yes. When you are taking a coin that is dropping too much very fast, right? The AI is going to prevent you, or the AI is going to prevent the putting of your capital very fast in the market. If the coin is dropping very fast, you will discover that within 5 minutes, all these 5 margin calls are bought. Have you ever discovered that? If you are here and you agree with me, give me a yes. If your AI is off and the coin is dropping too much, within the period of 5 minutes, all these margin calls are bought. The robot has finished buying them. But when you own AI, then you discover that the buying of the margin calls is delayed. So the question is, which one do you want? Because I don't want you to say, put on the AI margin call, yet you want the robot to buy fast for you. But in this strategy, I'm saying on the AI margin call. But if you are not happy with it because you know that the AI delays the buying, then the choice is yours. I'm just explaining to you. What are you going to face if the market is dropping fast and your AI is off? what's going to happen? The robot will buy these margin calls fast. Are we still friends? Are we still friends? Give me a yes if we are still friends. On the issue of AI, are we friends? I would recommend that you switch on the AI. You switch on the AI. If you cannot switch on the AI because you want the robot to put in good amount of capital, then switch off the AI, put it off, but now you should be monitoring. Let the robot buy this first call, it buys this second call, and it buys the third call. Because you want the robot to put in good amount of money, right? So monitor the buying of the 3 margin calls, then after switch on the AI margin call, so that when it buys the 4th time and 5th time, it should use artificial intelligence. In that way, you are protecting yourself from deep floating loss if the coin is dropping too much. Because it can buy all these margin calls and then it goes down deep up to 10%, up to 15% deep. It can happen, and we have seen it. Some of us, we are negative 40. Some of us, we are negative 50 because we don't control the market. Our anticipation is that when the robot buys the first time with 500, we are anticipating that the market can go up. If the market does not go up, it goes down. Then we want the robot to buy this. But how do we prevent ourselves if the market goes deeper than this? That's why we are putting the AI in. Is that okay, guys? Because of time, I think I can come and answer the questions. Let me come and address. Let me save this. All right. Let me save this. Now you can ask your questions, guys. Let me attend to the questions. Maybe I'm going to explain some of the remaining parts through your questions. Yes. So you can ask your questions now. You can ask your questions. Let me check the chat. Please, if you were asking questions on top there, can you please ask your question again? Because I cannot manage to scroll to the top where your questions are. I cannot manage to scroll to the top where your questions are. Please ask your question again. How do we arrive to the margin calls? We do have margin calls already here. Okay, or probably you're asking, why do we put 5 margin calls, right? I said in the beginning that whenever we are picking a trade, our concentration, let me open here. Our concentration, you are going to find out why are we trading with 5 margin calls. When we are trading, our concentration is on the 4 margin calls. The robot will buy this one, this one, this one, and this one. When it arrives here, okay? What is happening with my screen now? Okay. When it arrives here, we need to understand that from margin call 1 to 4, when the robot happens to buy these margin calls, when it is time for the robot to sell, it will sell these 4 margin calls at once. Meaning to say, the 3% take profit we are putting, it is derived from the 4 margin calls. What am I simply saying? I'm simply saying the 3% that we give in the robot, it comes from selling the first 4 margin calls. That's where it comes from. So Our focus is on the first 4 margin calls. That's why we want to put good amount of capital in the first 4 margin calls. If the robot happens to buy these first 4 margin calls, it means we have put in good amount of capital. Because from margin call number 5, here, going down here, when the robot buys this one, it is independent. When it comes to selling, it is going to sell this one alone. If it buys margin call number 6 here, the robot will sell margin call number 6 alone. It buys margin call number 7. When it comes for selling, it will sell this margin call alone. But when it comes to these ones, these 4, the robot sells all of them at once with one take profit. So the 3% is applied here. Let me go further. Let me go deeper further here. Let me open this side. Here, guys, I'm explaining here. All right? Here. Whole position take profit ratio. This one. It is for margin call 1 to 4. This is the take profit that is used. Whether you are trading with 1 margin call, whether you are trading with 2 margin calls, but from 1 to 4, whenever the robot is selling these margin calls, it will sell them with this take profit. Now, what is the take profit for margin call number 5? Going down. The margin call number 5 take profit is under distributed and take profit allocation. That's where the profit for margin call number 5 is. When you come and tap here, can you see? Can you see the subposition here? What is the take profit for margin call number 5? It is by default. This one, you don't edit it, you leave it like that. So when the robot buys margin call number 5, let's say that it uses, we have used $20, right, as first buying amount. It's going to buy 5 times, meaning to say it's going to use $100 on margin call number 5, right? So the capital used on margin call number 5 is $100. What is 1.3% of $100? Because when the robot sells margin call number 5, it is going to give you back this amount, which is 100, plus the profit, depending on which mode you are trading in. Now, I said put your robot in sub-bin mode. Remember, what did I say? I said sub-bin. So when you put in sub-bin mode, when the robot sells this margin call number 5, it is going to give you this $100 capital back. But this profit 1.3, it is not going to give it to you. It will take it. Remember, margin call 1 to 4, they are not sold yet. They are still hanging. So it is going to carry this profit that is made here. It's going to help to pull the average price of margin call 1 to 4 to come closer to where the current price is. Are you following, guys? Because someone was asking why 5 margin calls. Because we focus on the first 4 margin calls. If the robot buys the first 4 margin calls and then the market continues to go down, now is when you make a decision. Should I open more margin calls or should I pick a new trade with the capital that I'm having? Because the subpositions, these ones, they are independent. When the robot buys them, it is going to sell them separate. Probably let me do this for one to understand this better. Let me put 20 margin calls here, right? I have put 20 margin calls. So when you tap on distributed take profit allocation, can you see there? Can you see there? From margin call number 5, every call is independent. Every call is independent. So if the robot is going to buy up to here, when the market starts to rise, it will start selling margin call number 20 first. Before it sells margin call number 5, it will start sell this one and give you this profit. Then when the market rises again, remember the market is going back
is going up here to margin call number 4, right? So it will start selling this one. When the market goes further up, it sells this one. The market goes further up, it sells this one. The market goes further up, it sells this one, until all these margin calls comes out. Are you following, guys? This is how the robot works. So if it buys the first 5, now you decide, should I open more margin calls so that I put in these sub positions? So this one, you don't change it, you leave it like this. Why? Because you don't want to stay longer in the market. Because if you're going to put 3% here, it means it's going to take long to sell margin call number 5. It's going to take long to sell margin call number 9. So at least when the market goes deep, when it starts to come back, put a small percentage so that it sells while it is coming out. So you are profiting while you are in floating loss. That's why you see people making noise in the WhatsApp group that my robot is giving me profit while it is in negative. It is because of this. They are collecting these ones. They open more margin calls, but it has to do with capital. Are you here? Are you here? I was answering the question, why 5 margin calls? Okay, let me answer this question. How do you calculate your, how do you calculate your first buying amount? Okay, in this scenario, you are remaining with 500. You are remaining with 500, right? Remember, $500 is your first buying amount. Now, you're going to remove this from the 1,000 and you're left with 500. So how do you calculate? So you're going to take this, you divide by, okay? How many margin calls do you have? How many margin calls do you have? You are having 5 margin calls. All right? You are having 5 margin calls. Now, under the 5 margin calls, how much is here on margin configuration here? If you take 500, let's go there. If you take 500, then you open here. Okay? In our super buy poverty, there is 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. So for the robot to be able to balance this, that's when you do the calculation now. That's when you do the calculation so that you put the right first buying amount that is going to suit your amount of capital. Guys, there isn't one way to Dubai. I don't know if you are getting what I'm saying. There isn't one way to Dubai. Those that are in Masaka, I don't think there is only one way to Kampala. There should be another way that goes to Kampala from Masaka. Am I correct? Those that are in Uganda, is it only one way from Masaka to Uganda? I mean to Kampala? One way. You can calculate how do you want it to be done. That's why even here you can even change your multiple buy-in ratio. We put 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. You can change this. But what we are looking at, when the robot buys all your margin calls, the whole 1,000 should be in the trade. That's what we are saying. This is not everything. This is not that you should always do. Are you following? Because even here on the margin call drop, if you remember very well, there are signals that says 15% drop. It means you're not going to apply this. You're going to apply this in that trade. but you are still doing the super buy poverty because the capital that you are using is 1,000. But the signal says 15% what? Drop. But in the 15% drop, you want to use $1,000 as capital. Okay? Am I answering questions, guys? Am I answering questions? Do I need to first activate with the 500? Yes. You activate first, Osbat, you activate when you set everything, then you allow the robot to buy first time with 500. After it has bought with 500, then you change. Then you change. You cannot apply $300 capital in the buy poverty strategy. Use the other strategies available. Use the other strategies available. Yes. It's like you want to build a house. You want to build a house, and the house planner have told you that you're gonna need to use 500 bags of cement only on this foundation. Then when you say no, I'm gonna use 300 bags of cement. They have told you that the foundation of this house, the way you want it, for it to stay strong, on the foundation, you need to buy 500 bags of cement. But what do? You manipulate. You say, I'm putting in 300 bags of cement. What's going to happen? So if you want to use 300 bags of cement, then change the plan. Change the design. So if you're having $300, please use the other strategies that we are having. Is super buy. We are saying bye to poverty. Am I answering your question, Leader Mangere? Mangere, are we still friends? I know you want to manipulate the bot using the $300, but it's not gonna be super buy. The reason why we are calling super buy, when the robot sells the stock of $1,000, the profit is different from the one who is trading with 500. The profit is different from the one who is trading with 300. Right? Yes, you can change your strategy while the bot is trading. You can change your strategy or your settings while the bot is trading. Anything is editable, guys. That's why we were able to edit 500 back to 20. So you can change the settings while the bot is trading, but don't forget, after you have changed the settings, save them so that the robot can pick those new settings. How do you exit from cycle mode? Okay, you come here. Someone is asking, who is this? Milton, if you are trading in a cycle mode, you just need to come here. Okay, you just need to come here. Can you see here? Can you see here? It is writing one shot, right? Milton, if you are here, look at my screen. If you want to change from cycle, I'm trading in one shot. I can change this one shot to cycle. I just need to tap here on cycle, here. I tap here on cycle. It will change. Look, I'm changing it. Can you see? It has changed to what? To cycle. See what is writing here? It is no longer one shot. Now, if you are in cycle, you want to change it to one shot, just come here and tap on one shot here. It will change it to, okay? Currently, it is in cycle, and you want to change it to one shot. So activate the one shot. So it means I'm gonna come here and tap on one shot. It has changed. Is it sorted, Milton? Is it sorted, Milton? I think it is sorted. Oh, Mangere, you were lost here. Okay, let me open this coin. Okay, let me open this coin. So assuming my robot has bought, how much is my first buying amount here? How much is my first buying amount? I'm answering the question of Mangere. Okay, so this is 500. Let's say that this was 500. Okay, our first buying amount is 500. Now the robot has bought with 500. Then I'm gonna come here and tap on trade setting here. I come here and tap trade setting. Then I come and tap trade setting. Then I edit my first buying amount, which was 500 here. Then I put in 20. I'm gonna put in 20. For example, let's do the actual editing. I put 20 from 500. Then after that, I come and save. See, now the robot has picked the new 20 now. The new 20. Can you see? The first buying amount has been changed to what? To 20. After it has bought first time with 500. Then I come and edit, I put 20. Is that okay, Mangere? Are we friends? Yes, if you want to use the super buy poverty, you must have more than 500. You must have more than 500. Milton, what do you mean you? Kashmir, where are you confused? Where is your confusion, Kashmir? After it has bought with 500, guys, after it has bought with 500, come on the here, tap on strategy. Okay. Okay, sorry guys, I think it was network. I was out, but I think I'm back. All right. So I was saying once the robot buys, it's gonna give you a notification that it has bought. If you don't see the notification, sometimes it is late. Come and tap on the strategy. Okay? Come and tap on the strategy here. You are going to see that the coin will start to appear among the list of coins that you are trading. It will appear here under strategy here. It will appear under strategy. The coin, it will appear. If it doesn't appear, just pull your screen like this. Can you see I'm pulling my screen? Can you see? I'm pulling my screen. It means I am refreshing this page. It will refresh. Then the coin will appear. All right? Then after it appears, then you tap on it to change. You edit now the first buying amount. Did I answer your question? Who is this? Someone was asking me the question. How long do we wait for us to change? Okay, there is someone who's asking me, how long do we wait for us to change? Oh, okay, Milton. Now I get you. Yes, now it makes sense. Okay, Milton is here. Milton is here. Milton, if your robot did buy the margin calls, okay? Milton, you are trading here. Your robot bought all your margin calls under whole warehouse mode. All right? Your robot bought all your margin calls under whole warehouse mode, right? So here, you can only change the strategy mode, but you cannot change not the strategy mode. I'm referring to this one. Strategy period. There is a difference between strategy mode and strategy period. So if you are trading in whole warehouse mode, your robot bought 5 margin calls under whole warehouse mode. You cannot change it to any other mode here. From here, you cannot change to any. If your robot bought these 5 margin calls under whole warehouse mode, but when it comes to cycle and one shot, you can change it even if it bought them under whole warehouse mode. I'm referring to here. I'm referring to here. Milton, I'm referring to here. This is a strategy period. This is a strategy mode. Are you understanding it? This is a strategy period. This is a strategy mode. This is what I'm talking about. When you open the coin feather, okay? I'm referring to this one here. Where is it? All right. I'm referring to the strategy period and the strategy mode. I don't know if I'm making sense to Milton. You can change it. You can change it. Strategy period and strategy mode, they are different things. So you can change it from one shot to cycle. You can change it from cycle to one shot. The strategy, okay, the mode is the sub-bin mode. Use the sub-bin mode when you are using super buy poverty, even in those other modes also. Remember the sub-bin mode helps you to get out of the trade fast. When it buys your margin call number 5, it only gives you the capital and profit. It put it back in the market to help you pull the average price of the coin that you are trading. Okay, it pulls the average of the coin that you are trading. As you can see here, I am in sub-bin mode. This is my average price and this is my current price, right? So if I open margin calls on this trade, I put 10, right? It has bought already 5. When it buys margin call number 6 and it happened to sell margin call number 6, it is going to take the profit for margin call number 6 to pull this average price to come closer to this one, which is current. Then it buys margin call number 7. When it sells margin call number 7, it will only give me the capital for margin call number 7. But the profit, it will take it and pull this average price to come to this one. As a result, I'm not gonna stay longer. If this market can try to go a little bit up further, it will be pulling this one to come closer to this one. You can see that this current price is not far away from my average price, right? So if this market can try just to go a little bit up, you see that I'll be out of this trade. Okay, I think we have stayed here longer. Do I have any question that I did not answer? Let me check. Is there any question I did not attend to? Okay, I don't see questions here. All right. So I hope we have learned something. I hope we have learned something. Unless there's someone who is still hanging with a question and they want to come on the microphone and ask. Anyone with a question? I'm giving last opportunity. Can I apply that one now that the bot has bought or margin calls? Kelly, what are you saying? I don't get it. When do we use sub-bin mode and sub-bin mode real-time settlement? You can use any. We are only recommending the advantage of sub-bin mode. It helps you whenever a sub-position is sold. When I say sub-position, I'm referring to margin call number 5 going downwards. When you are trading in sub-bin mode, whenever a sub-position is sold, the robot does not give you the profit. It only gives you the capital for that sub-position. So the profit, it takes it back to the market to pull the average price of margin call 1 to 4. As a result, you are standing a chance to get out of the market faster when the market try to rise. Okay? That's why we are recommending the sub-bin mode. If you want to trade in sub-bin mode, real-time settlement is still okay. You want your capital and profit to appear, it is okay. But you are not helping yourself to get out of the floating loss quicker. I should explain about pulling the average price. Yeah, I've got work to do. Okay. All right, I see a hand here. Okay, let me explain this. The pulling of the average price. I'm gonna pick those hands. Where is my royal cube? Here. Let me tap on. Let me leave this coin here. Let me pick another coin. We were using this as an example. Okay, I want to explain the pulling of the average price, right? I want to explain the pulling of the average price. Here we are. I'm using this to explain. Please give me close attention here. All right. This is Bitcoin. I'm using as an example of Bitcoin. The price of Bitcoin, okay? The price of Bitcoin is $10. I'm using this to explain. The price of Bitcoin is $10. I am having $100 as capital, right? The price of Bitcoin is $10, all right? I am having $100 as what? As capital, right? Now, if I want to use $100 to be my first buy-in amount, how many Bitcoin the robot is going to buy for me using $100? Give me an answer in the chat. I am entering the market with $100. This is my whole capital. But right now, the price of Bitcoin is $10. How many Bitcoins the robot is going to buy for me? Give me an answer in the chat. Give me an answer in the chat. It is going to buy 10 Bitcoins. My capital is used, right? All my capital is what? Is used. Now, from here, where the robot bought 10 Bitcoins, I mean 10 Bitcoins, yes, then the price comes down to $5 and all my capital is used. Am I going to buy here when the price comes to $5? Am I buying here? Am I buying here? Give me an answer in the chat. Am I buying here? When the price drops to $5, after I have bought 10 Bitcoins, and then the price drops to $5, am I buying or I'm not buying? I'm not buying. So where is my price of entry or my point of entry? It means I am still here at $10, right? So the price drops to $5, dololo, never buy. The price drops to $3. Okay? The price drops to $3. I don't have capital. Dololo, I'm not buying. The price drops to $2. Okay? It drops to $2. Dololo, I'm not buying. And then the price drops to $1. Bitcoin, $1. Each one of them is $1. I still don't buy, zero. So it means from where I entered, where did I enter this trade? I entered here when the price was $10. Are you following? So immediately when the robot buys with $10, it creates an average price, which is called entry. Where did it enter? Where did it enter this trade? So it entered here at $10. When the price came down to $5, it never buy. It means I'm still hanging on the 10. The price came down to $3, it never buy. I'm still hanging on the 10. The price drops to 2%, I mean to $2. My robot did not buy. I'm still hanging on the 10 as my average price. The price came down to $1. My robot did not buy. My entry price, which is my average, is still $10. So when this price of Bitcoin started to go up, it means I will have to wait for this price to come back here to 10, where my robot entered with $100 at once. I have to wait for this price from $1, it comes back to 10. But if I was buying on these levels when it was dropping, my robot could create a new average price here, another entry price, another entry price, another entry price, another entry price. So at the end of this, what is the robot going to do? It is going to add the capital, I mean the stock. Remember when the price was $10, the robot bought 10 Bitcoins. When the price was $5, let's say that it bought 20 Bitcoins. When it was $5, it bought 20 Bitcoins. When the price was $3, it bought 25 Bitcoins. When the price was $2, it bought 50 Bitcoins. So what is going to happen? The bot is going to add the stock for here, 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 and it creates one selling price. It will say, if I sell all these Bitcoins at this price, am I going to make profit for my boss? It will say yes. So what is it doing? It is creating an average price. So here, let me come here. Let me come to my trade here. See here, there is this average price. That's where my robot entered. Okay? So from here, when the price was dropping to this price, my robot did not buy further. Okay, it stopped buying up to margin call number 5. But after buying to margin call number 5, the price continues to go what? To go down. So from 5 to where it is, which is current price, my robot did not buy. That's why there is a gap between my average price and the current price. There is a gap of minus 5%. Am I making sense? On the average price. So the difference between average to current price, the difference, the gap is equal to minus 5%. So if my robot was buying until to where the price is, probably I could have been out of this trade. But there is no money. I can't open more margin calls. I don't have money. So what should I do? I wait. That's what normally happens in trading. Am I making sense, guys? Did I address the issue of average price and current price? Hotaland, did I answer your question? All right, thank you so much. Let me pick those hands that were up. I saw hands that were up. Let me come back to the Zoom. I saw Jessica. I saw who else was there. Let me come back to the Zoom. Okay. Those hands, where are they now? The hands are gone, but I saw Jessica's hands and I don't know who else. I saw Jessica's hands and I don't know who else. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Jessica said I have answered the question. All right. So we are friends, right? Can we end here? Can we end here? Are we good? Are we good? All right. What are you saying? Who is this? Okay, you like the strategy of $500, but you want to know how much. You just need to manipulate the board. Mangere, if you want to use this strategy and you're having 500, just manipulate the board. Yeah. So it means you're going to use, you can use 50% of your 500, which is 250. It's going to be your first buying amount. So the remaining 250, then you can allocate it to the margin calls. So it means your second buy-in amount, your second first buy-in amount is going to be different. All right. So you're gonna take the remaining 250, you allocate it to the 5 margin, but the 250 is already in. You want to manipulate the super buy poverty, right? So you can do that. Divide it by 50%, meaning to say 250 first buying amount. You are remaining with 250. Take the 250, allocate it to the margin cost. I don't know whether it's gonna be 15 or 10 first. You're gonna be using $10 first buying amount, but you are not using super buy. You should know that. Super buy, it means 1,000 and above. So you are not using super buy poverty strategy. No, you are just manipulating it so that it suits your capital. Right? It suits your capital. Yes. So the pulling of the average price also. Let me come here. The pulling of the average price, it also determined by this. Let me use this as I am concluding. The pulling of the average price, it is also determined by this. Where is my royal keyboard? Okay. The pulling of the average price. Guys, look here. It's very important. When you allow your robot to buy in multiples. Okay. When you allow your body to buy in multiples. Can you see here? So when it is pulling your average price, it depends on how many times is it buying here on per layer. Because if it buys only one time, let's say I'm using $5 as the first buying amount, right? $5 first buying amount. So it only buy one time. It means it only buy $5 stock. Do you think it's much? Do you think $5 stock, is it a lot? It's not a lot. So the pulling of the average price is also dependent on how many times does it buy here. That's why we always say at least use the, okay? If it is going to buy, it should always increase. All right, this is what we call the +1 method. It buys first time 1. Here it doubles the first buy. Here it add one more on top, one more on top. That's why we call it +1, especially from margin call 1 to 4. Okay, especially from margin call 1 to 4. If you don't have capital for it to buy 1, 2, 3, 4, all right, this is the least that you can do, but it's not the best. Or either you can use what we call Fibonacci. There is one what we call Fibonacci, if you remember very well. Fibonacci. Fibonacci, it goes 2, 3, 5, 8. Okay, so here it buys 2 times. Here it buys 3 times. Here it buys 5 times. Here it buys 8 times. So it means it is buying very good amount of stock so that it can pull the average price enough to come to the current price, right? Then the best one is what we call the double up method. Double up method, we call it double up. Okay, so if you put 2 here, it means it's gonna buy 4 here. It means it's gonna buy 8 here. It means it's gonna buy 16 here. It means it's gonna buy 32 here. It is doubling. If you start with 4 here, it means here is going to be 8. It is going to be 16. Here it is going to be 32. So it buys 4 times. It buys 8 times. It buys 16 times. Every time the price drops, it buys more. So the pulling of the average price is significant. Am I making sense, guys? If you buy one time here, $5. One time here, $5. You are playing. You will see that you are negative. It won't be much. Am I making sense, guys? Don't just get excited that I'm buying whenever it drops. How many times do you buy here on the multiple buy-in ratio? How much stock are you buying per layer? If the coin is in a cycle mode and it is in floating loss, the only thing that's going to help you changing the cycle mode to one shot is that once the bot sells that trade, it will never buy it again. Are you following? Who is this? Is it Sifubani? Sifubani, when you are trading in a cycle, if you are trading in this instead of this, all right? When the robot sells, if the robot is going to sell this trade, it is going to buy it again, the same coin. But when I change it from cycle to one shot, when time comes, if the price goes up and my robot sells this trade, it will stop. it is not going to buy this coin again. That is the only help that you're gonna get. But if you don't change from cycle to one shot, when the price goes up and it sells, immediately when it sells wherever it has sold it, at that price where it has sold it, it will buy this coin again. It means you are cycling the trade. Is that okay? The advantage of pulling the average price closer to the current price, it means you are not gonna stand longer in the market. That's the advantage. The advantage of pulling the average price. So if the price was $10, it comes to $5. And I follow here. My robot brings this one because it has bought more. When it was dropping from 10 to 5, it buys more. So it will pull the entry price. It is no longer going to be 10. Probably it is going to be 7. It will pull it. The price is at $5 now. So when it was dropping from 10 to 5, my robot bought more of this asset. Now it has created a new average price, which is 7. So when the prices start to move from 5 going back to 10, my robot will not wait for the price to come to 10 because my average price now is 7, right? My average price is 7. So probably for me to take profit, it means the price should get probably to 8.5 or probably $9 instead of coming back to 10. That's the advantage of pulling your average price closer to the current price. Someone who's got ears, I'm sure they are able to hear this. Which profit, Jessica? The profit of sales, where the robot is selling the sub-cells under sub-bin, right? That's your question. Am I correct? You must monitor, you must check it. You are going to discover that you're going to have a huge amount of profit because all the profit that was being collected in the sub-bin mode, it has been added to the 4 margin calls. So when the robot completes the 4, you will see that your take profit is a lot. The profit will be what you call? It's going to be significant. Yes. You're going to have a lot of profit because all the profit will be back. So it will be added. Does it make sense, Jessica? It will bring all of it at once. The robot does not steal from you. It will bring all the profit that was making in the sub-cells. It will add it. All right. I think we can end it here. We can end it here if there is no further questions. If there's no further questions, let's end it here. All right. So guys, there's one Zoom that is coming at evening. Coach Julius will be here. Yeah, Coach Julius will be here at evening, but he'll be addressing a different topic, right? But it has to do with the trade setting as well, understanding, making us understand better works. So we're gonna meet at evening on this same platform. It is 8 p.m. South African time. It is 9 p.m. East African Standard Time. Yes, 9 p.m. East African Standard Time. So let's meet at evening. Thank you so much, guys. You have been awesome. I wish you a beautiful and a lovely trading day. Yes, keep on holding on. Those that don't have capital, please keep on holding on. The market will be better. We are getting out of September.
we'll be going to October. So you know, history has got a tendency of repeating itself. So let's wait patiently so while we are hunting for more capital. Yes, for the better future that is coming. So, okay, all right, guys. See you. Lovely day. Love you all.